Hi, so this is just to show that not every day in this part of the corner of the Mediterranean is brilliant sunshine. It was actually raining this morning. Now it's sort of brightening up. I'm in Bordighera, which is a few kilometers over the Italian border. Just come back from San Remo this afternoon. Stopped off in Bordighera for a coffee. It's a very good coffee. The place we know in Bordighera. Beautiful coffee. There's a few hotels on the seafront here, but it's really quiet because it's out of season. You know, this is a nice looking place. And last time we were here, they actually had music inside there. There was some jazz playing, but it's pretty damn quiet today. I think some of the hotels are closed for the winter season. That one over there is the Hotel Piccolo Lido. And yeah, it's pretty quiet, but that's nice. It's a very nice little resort, and a different feel from the French resorts. This is an Italian thing. They always have these little bathing huts where you get changed. The French have got no qualms about just getting naked in front of other people, but the Italians, I guess, maybe it's the legacy of a more Catholic more Catholic culture. They have these little changing rooms. Yeah, there's a couple over there. And that house over there, it looks like it's recently constructed, but it's been left empty like that for ages. Passed it a few times. Just at the end of the promenade here. There's a tiny little chapel over there, right on the coast. Yeah, nice to get a bit of Italy in the lungs after France. There's the chapel there. I can't remember what the chapel's name is. Very small. But it looks like it's been kept in very good condition, which is a good thing. Somebody remarked in my video taken in Cannes about how clean the beaches were, and it's okay here, but there's a few bits of rubbish and things. I don't think the Italians go at the cleaning up thing the way the French do. They need a few poggers. I don't know. There's a movement, and I think it's called Plogging, which is like teams of volunteers. We have them in Nice, and they get together on a Saturday or a Sunday morning and turn up with bags and gloves, and basically they clear the beach of any rubbish, including cigarette butts, and they always have they use empty large like Evian water bottles for the cigarette butts, and they have several bottles full of cigarette butts by the time they're finished. It only takes an hour or two. It's a good idea. I think I'm firmly of the view that if people see a place is clean and tidy, they'll respect that. If they see it's a mess, if they see it's full of trash, they will think, well, it's perfectly fine to drop our trash here as well. Yeah, so, and then in Bordighera you've got the town on the seafront, but you've got the old town, which is actually way up there in the distance. It's quite quite charming as well. Lots of narrow medieval streets, but it's a fair walk from here. Well, you know, it's probably 20 minutes uphill. See a couple of towns in the distance. I can't think which they are. That's definitely not San Remo, because San Remo is a bit further around. And then over in that direction, was looking over back west, you can see the whole country of Monaco in the distance, underneath the big lump of rock known as the Tête de Chaux. So the border is just over there, about 5 or 6 kilometers away. In the summer this place will be busy. It'll be buzzing, but middle of January, not really. Although one of the hotels I think is open. I think the Piccolo Lido, this pink one, is actually open, and they've got a restaurant that says it's open as well. It's not quite as dead. These are more of the little changing rooms. These white ones. I think the way it works is you rent a bed or something, some bed for the day, and it includes the use of your own little changing room to preserve your modesty. Yeah, so that's looking in the direction of Monaco, and after that is, well, Nice, where we'll return to in another half hour to an hour or something. And it's worth visiting Bordighera. It's a nice little town, nice little seaside resort, and it's no distance at all from. As I say, it's about 4 or 5 kilometers across the border, and the border from Nice is about 30 kilometers. So it's really only 35 or so kilometers away. I'm feeling quite stuffed because we had we went to this Asian fusion place in San Remo for lunch. It's all you can eat, and you just order a load of dishes. So it's not a buffet. They actually prepare them for you individually, and I really did. I had an awful lot of proteins, mostly salmon and some squid, some calamari. But it's good, but I'm not used to eating heavy lunch. Just occasionally on a weekend, wash it down with a beer. There you go, the Lido Sunrise Beach. All these little constructions, the bars and things, are all just on wooden piles, which have been sunk directly into the beach. But as you can see, it's pretty quiet. It's the middle of a Saturday afternoon, but it was raining about an hour or two ago. I do like Italy. I think they got their priorities right in Italy. They're prioritizing nice food, beautiful. I mean, France is a beautiful country as well, but I mean, Italy, they've just got an amazing variety of landscape scenery. You know, you've got the high mountains, Aosta, where we were a few months ago, and then you've got the Mediterranean, and then all the way down to the places like Napoli, and yeah, it's a really nice country. Can't have too much Italy in my opinion. And the good thing about living in Nice is actually Italy is really close by. In fact, Rome is closer to Nice than Paris is, which is interesting. You see the little rescue, the Coast Guard, they use these little red catamarans, rowing catamarans, and they've got one here, and I guess because of the risk of storms, they've suspended it from the roof of this little terrace area, whatever. I don't know why they use those. And the French don't. They have a. It's interesting that the different cultures, you know, over the space of a few kilometres, there's some things that you notice that are completely different. Never see those things. There's things like that in France. There's something nice about seaside resorts in winter. And now it's sort of threatening to brighten up. And I may get out on the bike this evening. Well, I probably will actually, unless it's really chucking it down. Puts me in mind of that poem by the great Spike Milligan. Where is it? I must go down to the sea again, to the wonderful sea and sky. I left my vest and socks there. I wonder if they're dry. Marvellous. Oops, almost got my feet wet there. So that's the scene from Bordighera in Liguria, Italy, on Saturday. There's a nice boy. Somebody's enjoying themselves.